So today, Year 8, we're going to have a look at how to calculate the mean, which is another one of our averages. To start the lesson, you're going to have a go at this do now task. You can either do it from the questions that are on the screen, or you can do it from the document that's been uploaded for you. So just pause the video, spend about 10 minutes on this, because it's really good to get lots of core skills practice in, and then come back and we'll go through the answers. Okay, so answers are in front of you now. Just mark the ones that you've done. Don't worry if you haven't managed to do all of them, and then we'll move on and get started with how to find the mean. Okay, so first of all, we're just going to have a talk about what the mean is, and it's effectively a measure of centre. So it's like finding roughly where the centre of all of your data is. Okay, and we find that by dividing the total of all of our numbers by how many numbers there are. Okay, so I'm going to write down the workings for the question on the left hand side. You don't need to worry about doing anything for now, just listen as I go through. So remember, we need to find the total of all of our numbers, and we do that by adding them together. So the total in this case is 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 13. And I normally do that in steps, so I would do 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus the 5 is then 11, then add on the 6 to get 17, and then add on the 13 to get 30. And you might need to use column method to do that last addition, unless you're very good at your mental arithmetic. And so now we've got to find the mean, we need to divide our total by the amount of numbers that we've got. So going back up to here, in this list we have 5 numbers. So to work out our mean, we're going to do 30 divided by 5. And you can either do that by counting through your 5 times table on your hands, or some of you may just be able to do it in your head, and we should get an answer of 6. Now if the question is slightly more difficult, you might have to use some bus stop division to do this last step. So what I'd like you to do now is to pause the video, copy down what I've done on the left hand side, and then have a go at doing the one on the right, and then we'll come back and go through it. Okay, so the question on the right hand side here, starting off by finding our total again, we should be doing 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8. And that should have given you a total of 25. And now to get my mean, I've got 5 numbers again, so I'm going to do 25 divided by 5. And that should give you an answer of 5. Now you'll notice from these two questions that the one on the left hand side has the number 13 as the last number. The only thing that's changed for the question on the right hand side is that 13 is now changed to an 8. And what that's done is it's decreased our total, and therefore our mean has also decreased. When you come on to doing the questions in a minute, I want you to think very carefully about that. Okay, so I would like you now to have a go at doing the questions on the screen. You can either do it straight from the screen or from the printout that's been provided. And what I would like you to do is choose one of these columns based on how confident you feel about adding numbers together and dividing, and then have a go at that column. Once you've finished, come back and we will go through the answers. Okay, so the answers for all of those questions are now on the screen. So mark what you've done, and then we'll do one last thing before we go. Okay, so the final thing for you to do is to have a go at this exit ticket. And once again, you can either do that from the screen or you can use the printout that's been provided. Just have a go at answering this question, and then what you need to do is upload that to show my homework. So take a picture, upload it to Show My Homework so that I can check how you've all done from today's lesson.